Welcome, everyone. Thank you for coming and joining us for yoga this morning. You'll probably want 2 blocks, so if you have those handy, gather something. If you don't have blocks, have something else that you can use in lieu of. It could be a rolled mat or a towel or a couple of books. Our theme this week has been longing and reading what John Lewis wrote before he passed away on July 17th. And I'm sure most of you are aware of his passing and who he was. He was one of the big 6 civil rights activists, and the last remaining of those 6 activists left alive. So he passed, and he was elected 17 times to Congress. So he was just a huge force for change, for social justice, for racial equality, and someone who had, I guess, such an intense longing for wanting to see change and justice that he basically dedicated his life to that. And he put himself at risk again and again. He was beaten, he was jailed, he was hounded by the police, and it never deterred him. He just got right back out there because his longing to see change was so strong, and he felt so compelled that he alone, one man, could make a difference and inspire others. And it really inspired me to think about how longing can be either something that pulls me down because I'm longing for something I don't have, and that longing kind of goes around and around in my head, and like wanting to have that thing, wanting this, wanting, and not having. Or it can be that impulsive, impelling catalyst to really create change, because the longing drives and fuels action to create whatever change or cultivate whatever that longing is, to bring it into the world, to manifest it. So I wanted to read you what John Lewis wrote when he knew he was going to pass. He wrote these words to all of us. He said, "Though I may not be here with you, I urge you to answer the highest calling of your heart and stand up for what you truly believe. In my life, I have done all I can to demonstrate that the way of peace, the way of love and nonviolence, is the most excellent way. Now it is your turn to let freedom reign." So whatever longing you have in your heart, whatever is impelling you, whatever is calling to you, whether it's for change in the world or for change in yourself, let's let longing and determination, John Lewis's example, support us in our practice this morning. So to make that really efficacious, call to mind something that you long for, that you feel ready to take action about. Bring that awareness, whatever that is, and place it with consciousness and with intentionality into your heart. And take a good steady seat. Widen your sit bones back and apart. And begin to breathe consciously, creating an internal space for that longing to be a catalyst for change. Breathe in and breathe out, and close your eyes and turn awareness inside. David White says, "Longing is nothing without its dangerous edge." It's the foundational instinct that we are here essentially to risk ourselves in the world, that we are a form of invitation to others and to otherness, that we are meant to hazard ourselves for the right thing. So let your practice stoke that fire inside. Let it move you and grow you, and bring you to where you long to be. We'll chant the sound Om 3 times as a way of invoking grace to support us in our practice, to support us in creating the change we need or want, to support us in manifesting that longing. Take a deep breath in. Om. 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 Bowing your head, honor yourself, honor your longing, and honor those great souls who have effected change in our world, in our history, and in ourselves through their longing and determination. And lifting your head, please open your eyes. So welcome to those of you who are just joining us. We're going to start standing on the mat. We're going to begin with a few slow rounds of sun salutation. So please come to the top edge of your mat. And settle your feet in Tadasana, coming to a steady, solid place in yourself and in your life today, to wherever you are. Lift and spread all 10 toes and press the 4 corners of the feet down into the mat. Take a full breath in, just letting yourself settle into where you are, into the longing in your heart. And then firm skin to muscle to bone, pull in with determination, with clarity and strength. Roll the inner thighs back and wide, creating space in the pelvis, space for what you need to do and space for who you are. And then root your tailbone down, affirming that for yourself. From the core of your pelvis, reach down through the leg bones into the earth and up through your spine, standing tall in your truth. Inhale, reach the arms up and out. Take them up to the sky, and then exhale, float them down and into your heart. And we'll just do that a couple more times, connecting with the breath, feeling the steadiness of Tadasana, feeling the truth. I like to call Tadasana truth pose because when I stand in it really clearly, I feel like I'm standing in my truth, in my best self, the best version of who I am, where I want to be, and how I want to interact with the world. The next time the exhale comes, take Uttanasana, fold forward. As your first forward bend of the morning, just take it easy. It doesn't have to be your deepest forward bend. Inhale, lengthen the spine forward, look forward. And then exhale, fold and bow to all that you are and all that you bring. Inhale again, lengthen. Exhale and fold. And one more time, lengthen, fold, and rise up. Arms to sky. And exhale, hands to heart. Good. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, Uttanasana, fold forward. One breath here, lengthen. Exhale, fold. Step the right foot back, lunge, fingertips on the ground, and just be here. Settle into yourself, settle into the earth, through your feet, through your hands. Firm the muscles, pulling in with determination, and then wide inner thighs back and apart, scoop tailbone in and extend the whole body long. So often when we do this pose, we bring balance to the back leg heel. It's not all the way back, it's not all the way forward. But for our purposes this morning, because I want to stretch out our calves, push your heel all the way back until you feel a stretch into the back of the calf muscle. And as the heel presses back, reach the chest forward in the opposite direction. We're going to switch the legs. You can jump switch or you can step forward and switch, and the left leg goes back. And work the pose in the same way. Just settle, soften to where you are. And then firm in, finding the strength inside. and push out through your left heel, forward through your right knee. Hug the shoulder blades onto the back and take a few breaths. And as you breathe, roll the inner left thigh up towards the sky and pull the outer right hip back and down. Push forward the left toes, Uttanasana, step forward, and inhale, rise all the way up. Exhale, hands to heart. Inhale, arms to sky. Exhale, Uttanasana. Inhale, lengthen the spine forward. Exhale, fold and bow in. Right leg back, lunge. Settling, breathing, just taking time. And plant the hands for dog pose, step the left foot back. And with the arms strong and straight, take a moment to pedal out your feet however it is you want to move. To stretch, to express your longing through your body. Not in a way that pulls you down, but in a way that fires you up. A way that invites you to manifest change. To create what it is that you long for, if it's possible to do so. Stretch both legs straight back. Bend both knees 6 inches. Roll the inner thighs back and wide. Get a big curve in the low back. Pull the armpits forward and then soften into your heart. Stretch the legs straight, reach the tailbone down. And without jamming the heels down, soften them towards the earth. Keep that action in your legs. Plank pose. Come forward. Pausing here. Exhale, Chaturanga Dandasana. And flow forward into a baby cobra pose. The first back bend of the morning. Press down into the top of the feet, into the hands. Lift the head, the shoulders, and the chest. And then draw your heart forward. An offering, a clarity, a reaching out into the world. Exhale, back downward facing dog pose. Step the right foot forward, lunge, fingertips on the ground. Steady in the legs. Left foot forward, Uttanasana. Inhale, rise. Exhale, fold right back down. Inhale, lengthen forward. Exhale, bow in. Inhale, left leg back. Settle. Connect. Physically, emotionally, spiritually. Dog pose, right foot back. Inner thighs wide, sit bones rooting. Plank pose, inhale, belly strong. Exhale, lower, Chaturanga. Or knees, chest, and chin, and flow forward, cobra pose, a wide open heart. Here is my longing. I reveal it to you, to the world. Exhale, down face dog. Inhale the left foot forward, lunge. Taking a breath here, no rush. Change doesn't come in a hurry. Right foot forward, Uttanasana. Inhale, rise up. And exhale, hands to your heart. Very good. Inhale, reach your arms to sky. Exhale, Uttanasana. Inhale, lengthen the spine again. Exhale, both feet back down, face dog, step or hop. Press from your heart what it is that you want to see change in your life through. Press it down through your arms and into the earth. Keep that pressing as you come plank pose. We're going to roll right here into Vasishthasana on the left hand, outside edge of the left foot. Stack the right foot, lift the arm to the sky, right arm up. Then put determination into your left arm, left shoulder blade, squeeze the legs into the midline, and then reach up and out. Exhale, right hand down, down face dog. And we'll go to the other side. Anchor into the right hand, spin onto the outside edge of the left foot, and lift up the left arm, and hold steady with the breath. Determined. Down face dog. Lift up the right leg, and from your heart, push out long through it. Push down long into your hands. Step the right foot forward, high lunge. Plant the right foot, lift the arms to the sky. And then bend a little bit deeper into your front thigh so it makes more of a right angle. And do the same thing just for today with your left heel. Push it back, straight back. So it's not going down to the right or the left, straight back. Lift up through your heart, sit a little deeper. Very good. So we're going to open from here to warrior two. Spin down the left heel and open the arms. Turn your gaze over your left fingers, over your right fingers, and sit deep. Let the front thigh descend. Beautiful, everyone. Windswept warrior, lean back. Left hand to the left thigh. Get that right thigh bone descending as you curl back. Nice, Sally. One more breath. Straighten the right leg, Trikonasana. Right hand down, and left arm to the sky. And just take your time. No rush. Good, Frank. Beautiful, Emily. Sylvia, lean the top shoulder back a little bit. Yeah, good. And then turn the gaze and look up. Nice, Christina. Extend out from the core of your pelvis in every direction. Deep, full breaths. You're kind of come from here into Parivritta Chandrasana, Revolved Chandrasana. So you have a block and you want to use it. It will go under your left hand. Bend the right knee. Step the left hand out. Lift the left leg up. Bring the right hand to the hip. Pull it back, the hip, and begin to twist. Twist the right shoulder back over the left shoulder. Keep the left hip lifting. Stretch the right arm to the sky. If it's in your practice, you can bend the left leg, hold the foot. Otherwise, just keep the leg extending. If you're holding the foot, let it go. Bring the right hand down. Step the left foot back. High lunge, arms up. Taking that big, long lunge. Yeah, good, Michelle. Pull the belly in, nice, Scott. Left hand to the ground, beautiful, Annie. And twist to the right. Twist and turn your heart open. Then firm the legs determinedly so that you can open a little bit more. You can effect a little bit more change. Drop the left knee to the ground. Lean yourself back. Curl back, head back, ears back. And again, bend up the left leg. And with the right hand, reach back and catch the foot. Catching the foot, draw the heel towards the buttock. Turning and twisting. If catching your foot is not in your practice today, you can try standing up and doing that. It's a little bit less on the knee. Draw heel to buttock. Turn your heart open. One more breath. Good. Exhale, release the left leg. Place the hands, downward facing dog. Plank pose. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, flow forward into your back bend. And exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, lift up the left leg. Extend it long, internally rotate it so the pelvis stays level. The left armpit stays lifting. High lunge, left foot forward. Take a long enough stance so you can get the left thigh really deep. Tone the low belly and reach the flesh of the buttocks down. Back leg really strong. And then push out through the back heel. Just to get a little stretch of the calf. Yeah. As the back heel pushes back, the left knee goes forward. Thigh down, arms straight. Warrior two, right heel down, open the arms to the sides, and turn the gaze to the left. Settle into the breath. Settle a little deeper. Good. Windswept warrior. If John Lewis was anything, he was a warrior. all those civil rights leaders, whether they were nonviolent or they used force, they were all warriors. And this is the warrior of peace here. Straighten the left leg, Trikonasana. Make it your brightest Trikonasana, extending from the core of your pelvis through every limb, shining out the way that you change the world simply by being present. And then the way that you change the world by the things you do. Coming into Parivritta Chandrasana, Revolved Chandrasana. Right hand down, right leg up. Step into the left foot, lift up the right leg. Take the left hand to the hip, get long in the left side body, and then twist. Keep the right hip lifted. Stretch the left arm to the sky. Hold steady with your balance, hugging in. Determination and clarity, extending out bright. Left hand down, step the right foot back, high lunge. Land the foot, lift the arms to the sky. Take your time, it's a little wobbly sometimes. It's fine to wobble sometimes. Push out through the right heel, forward through the left knee. Deep stretch. Full breath in. Good. Exhale, right hand down, twist left. Stack the left shoulder over the right, and from your heart, push down and up. Lower the right knee. Stay in the twist. Bend up the right leg. Reach the left hand back. Catch the foot. And draw in for your thigh stretch. Or stand up for the thigh stretch. Do what you need to do. Stretch your thigh. And breathe. Good. And then make the pose open. So stretch from the core of your pelvis to chest up. Roll the left shoulder back. Nice, Jesse. That's it, Ken. Turn, open. And exhale, release the foot. Downward facing dog. Place the hands, press back. Move through a vinyasa, how you like to move. Then step or hop the feet forward, Uttanasana. Inhale, lengthen the spine. Exhale, fold and bow in to yourself, to your longings. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale and fold. And one more time, inhale, lengthen. And exhale, fold. Keeping the legs steady and strong, supporting you. Rise all the way up, arms to the sky. And exhale, hands to your heart. Well done. All right, please find your 2 blocks, or you can roll up your mat if you don't have a block. And if you just have 1 block, it'll work too, don't worry. So you're going to place 1 block flat, and the other block's going to make a ramp. So you've got a little bit of elevation. Now, if you only have 1 block, then you're just going to put it like this, and you're going to put your foot on the block. But for those who have a ramp, you can adjust the height of the ramp. So if your calves are really tight, you can decrease the height of the ramp. If your calves are more open and you can tolerate a deeper stretch, you can make the block more of an angle. So the right heel goes on the ground and the right foot on the block. The left leg, step it back about 3 feet, Parshva stance. And then using the internal rotation of your back leg, spin the whole back leg to bring the left hip forward so you're facing straight over your right leg. Inhale, lift your spine up, get long. Firm the muscles of the legs so they're strong and steady, and we're stretching with an integrated muscular engagement, and then exhale, fold forward. The hands can come to the block, to the floor, to your shin. wherever you need to be. So your calf has two different muscles. It has gastrocnemius, which is the big muscle that you see, and it has a deeper muscle underneath it, soleus. When we have the legs straight, we're stretching gastrocnemius. That's what you're stretching now. Inhale, lengthen the spine forward, and exhale, fold over that right leg. If you bend your right knee a little bit and lean forward more, you'll feel the stretch go into the deeper part of the muscle. So try that. We're going to pulse back and forth, straightening the leg, a little bend, a little further forward to lean, straighten the leg. It's a little movement, just a small movement. See if you can feel the difference in where things go. And then end with the leg straight, top of the shin bone still pressing forward, and bring the left hand down to the ground. If it's too far, then keep the left hand on the block. Bring the right hand to the hip, and pull the right hip back. Draw the belly forward, twist to your right, and stretch the right arm to the sky. Deep breath in. Slow breath out, twist a little bit more. Good. Exhale, release the right hand down. Push down and come all the way up. Step the right foot back off the block. And then pause. Yes, we will do the left. But just give yourself a moment and feel the two sides of your body. Feel the space that you've created. Jessie, your mom missed this yesterday because she lost her internet connection, but maybe you can show her. So left foot goes up, left heel on the ground, right toes up on the block, and again, you can adjust the height. Step the right foot back. And then there's this big internal rotation of the back leg to bring the hip around. So you don't want to just go from the hip and flip forward because that'll tweak your knee. So start at the inner edge of your big toe, ball mound, and circle around until the pelvis turns forward. Stand tall, firm the muscles of the legs, push the left heel down, drag it back, and lean forward. As you come forward, you can bring the hands to wherever your hamstrings will accommodate your hands going. Breathe in and lengthen the spine forward, pulling the left hip back, the left shoulder forward. Exhale and fold. Inhale and lengthen. And then we do this little pulsation, a little bend of the left knee, lean forward a little bit, pull the left heel back, and then straighten the leg all the way. Small movement, just working the different muscles to stretch everything. Bending, straightening, feeling where you're tight, where you can open. Slowly making change in the body. One more time. And stretching the left leg straight. Keep the shin bone moving forward so you're not pushing into the back of the knee. Bring the right hand down to the floor or to a block. Left hand on the hip. Twist the left shoulder back and back. Pull the left hip back and then stretch left arm to sky. And breathe as you work in the pose, refining, feeling, practicing, being present. Exhale, left hand down, push down into both feet, bring yourself all the way up. Push off with the left foot, step back, pause, standing in your truth, standing in your breath. Very good. Let's move the blocks off to the side. Or whatever you were using. Step to the top of the mat, hands to heart. Firm the legs. Inhale, reach the arms up. Exhale, fold forward and down. Inhale, lengthen the spine. Down, face dog. You might feel that after all that deep calf stretching, your dog pose is a little bit more open. Flow through a vinyasa, plank, Chaturanga, back bend. Come back down to your belly and roll onto your back. Lay down on the back. Knees bent. And cross your right ankle over your left knee. Right hand through your leg and hold the front of the left shin or the back of the left thigh. Hip stretch. As you stretch the hip, roll the inner thighs back, open them wide apart. And see if you can make a little baby arch in your low back. Draw the left knee in towards your belly, any amount more. Change comes from persistent practice, again and again. Change comes from dedication to what we long for. Change comes often from taking action. Let go with your hands, keep the cross of the leg, lift the left foot up to the height of the knee, and then take the hands to the back of the head. We're going to keep the legs just the way they are, and lift the head, shoulders, chest, and twist right. Exhale, lift up and twist right, and inhale back down. And continue. Same side, same movement, the legs are steady. And as you go up and you twist right, you'll notice your left shoulder blade lifting off the ground. See if you can lift the right one off too. Keep the elbows wide, the throat open. 5 more. Right knee presses back. Last one. Head down. Uncross the right leg and bring it next to the left leg. So your knees and your feet are at a right angle. As we move through the next sequence, try to keep the knees from pulling beyond that right ankle into your belly. So they're going to stay right over the hips when they come in. Exhale, lift up head, shoulders, and chest. We're going to keep the head up this time. Extend the legs out. Pull them in. Extend them out. And pull them in. And continue. Belly pulling down. Hug the legs to the midline. Keep the knees right over the hips when you bend them. And do it with your breath. The feet can go low, they can go high. 3 more. Put the head down, keep the knees bent and together, and open the arms out to a T. Bunny hop the hips left, drop the knees right into a twist. Anchor the left shoulder down, and keeping the left shoulder down, try to move the left knee right over the right knee. It may or may not go, but move it in that direction. Left shoulder down, left shoulder blade into the heart, turn the head to the left. Keep the feet stacked, toes spread and awake. Heavying the left knee and moving it forward. 1 more breath. Good. Roll back onto your back. Put the feet down. Organize the hips and cross the left ankle over the right knee. Thread the left hand through the legs. Hold the front of the right shin or underneath the right knee. Left foot flexed. Rather than forcing the situation, consistent, persistent, steady practice to make change in the left hip. Use your breath, use your awareness, an invitation to little by little open the space. The weight's even on the shoulders and the back of the hips. The right knee draws in, the left knee presses away. Very good. Hands to the back of your head. Lift the right foot up high to the knee. Exhale, lift up and twist left. And inhale down. Exhale, up and left. Inhale down. Try to get the left shoulder blade up off the ground. And continue. Determined, steady practice. Five more. Head down, uncross the left leg, bring it next to the right. Lift the head, shoulders, and chest. Keep them up, extend the legs out, and pull them in, just knees over hips. Extend the legs out, knees over hips, out, knees over hips, shoulder blades higher, off the ground. 5 more. Bend the knees in, head down, arms to a T. Hop the hips right and drop the knees left. Twist. So one often has to choose between either the shoulder down or the knees down and stacked. So we're going to choose a shoulder, anchor the right shoulder, and keeping it down, then work the right knee further over the left knee, but don't let the right shoulder come up. Turn the head right and take a few breaths. Allowing gravity to help you in the twist, to nourish your spine, your internal organs. One more breath. Inhale, roll back onto your back and make your way to dog pose in whatever creative way you want to get there. You can pop up, you can roll to the side. You can do some kind of a fancy flip I can't even imagine. When you come to your dog pose, take a full stretch here. Blow through a vinyasa. Lift up the right leg. Parshva Konasana. Right foot forward, left heel flat, 2 straight legs come up to stand. The left foot is turned out at 45 degrees, so it's not level with the back edge of your mat and it's not pointing straight ahead, it's right in between. Internally rotate that back leg to bring the entire hip around. Firm the muscles of the leg strong into the bones. Inhale, reach your arms up. Exhale, fold forward over the right leg. Pull the outer right hip back. Inhale, lengthen the spine forward and really anchor into the inner edge of the right foot as you pull the outer right hip back. Exhale, fold and bow in. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, fold. Inhale, lengthen. Parivritta Trikonasana. The left hand can stay on the inside edge of the foot. It can step across. That's the full form of the pose. It can step across to a block. Take the right hand in the right hip crease, roll it back, and twist. Twist and twist. Stretch the right arm to the sky. Lift the left hip up. Breathe. One more breath in. And as you exhale, we're going to come all the way up to stand, untwisting as we come up. Warrior one, bend the right knee. If you can take a longer stance, move the left foot further back. Keep that internal rotation on the back leg. Lace the fingers, index finger pointing skywards. And then curl the head back and look up. Past your thumbs to the sky. Strong warrior. A warrior for change. A warrior for growth. A warrior of purpose. Full stretch. Exhale, release the hands to the ground. Step back, downward facing dog. Flow through vinyasa. Lift up the left leg and step forward, Parshva Konasana. Turn out the right heel and bring yourself up to stand. Back leg. Internally rotate. Right hip comes forward, left hip goes back. Inhale the arms up, firm the muscles of the legs, strong and steady. From the pelvis, push down, stretch up, reach forward, reach out. Parshva Konasana. Inhale, lengthen the spine forward. Exhale, fold and bow in. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale and fold. One more time. Inhale, lengthen, moving into the revolved pose. Cross the right hand over, left hand to the hip, and begin to lengthen the torso out as you twist to your left. Pull the left hip back. Push the right foot down. Stretch the left arm to the sky, and hold and breathe. Next time you exhale, begin to bring yourself up, untwisting as you come up. Breath in, warrior one, bend the left knee. Step the right foot a little further back. Get a little longer if you can. So you want to get the front thigh parallel to the floor, but keep the right hip turning forward and the right heel on the ground. So a lot of points. Keep the back foot down and just go as deep as you can with your left. Place the fingers, turn the gaze up, and cultivate the warrior that you need to be for what's happening in your life, for the longings that you have. And sometimes it's just to bear the longing, because change isn't possible right now. So you bear the longing with a warrior's heart. One more breath in. And exhale, release, hands to the ground, down face dog. Flow through your vinyasa. Or take a rest in child's pose. Exhale, back to dog pose. Step or hop the feet forward. Uttanasana. Firm into your legs. Inhale and rise. Arms to sky. And then exhale, hands into your heart. Tadasana, truth pose. Wherever you are, be there, fully, 100%. Let the breath fill you and strengthen and support you. Parshva Bakasana. Keeping the feet together. If they're not together, step them together. Bend the knees forward. Keep the knees together. Squat down, heels come up. Take both hands over to your right. Lift the knees up high. Bend the elbows. Squeeze in with determination, lean over to your right and lift up your feet. Release the feet back down and take a breath. So if the feet didn't come up, that's okay. You can keep them on the ground. You can lift up one foot. Try the left foot, try the right foot. One foot might be easier than the other. And then see if you can work deeper into the pose from there. All right, let's do the other side. Bring both hands to your left. The hands stay dog pose width apart. Bend the elbows and lift the knees up high onto the outer upper left arm or right arm. Lean over. Bring your heart forward. And work on lifting the feet. You're on the grass, you've got a nice landing pad, so you can try it again. Good, Valerie. How'd that go, Beatty? Okay, come back to center. First side again. If you want to unmute and ask a question, this is a challenging pose, you're welcome to. I think most of you have done this pose before. And you just work it best you can. Be a warrior. Change doesn't happen in a day. Oh, do they say Rome wasn't built in a day? Change doesn't happen in a day. This pose doesn't happen in a day. What we long for doesn't happen in a day, but we persist. We're warriors. Go to the second side. Try it again. Keep squeezing into the midline, squeezing into what you know is true. Nice, Laura. Good, Susan. All right, come down. Uttanasana. Inhale, lengthen the spine. Exhale, fold, bow in. Inhale again and lengthen. Exhale and fold. Step your feet back, downward facing dog. Lift up the right leg, bend the knee, turn the hip open. Lift the knee really high. Scoop the left hip under. Pigeon pose, right leg forward. Cross the foot over the top of the mat. We're going to stay upright and take a thigh stretch, twisted thigh stretch. Squeeze the knee and the foot towards each other so you get a little buoyancy in your pelvis. Lengthen your spine. Bend up the left leg. Reach back with the right hand, catch the foot. And stretch heel towards buttock. Or you can always stand up and do the thigh stretch. That's good, Frank. And twist to your right. Try not to collapse into the left shoulder. Lift up out of it. And turn. And breathe. Beautiful, Annie. One more breath. Exhale and release. Switch sides. Lift up the left leg. Bend the knee. Turn the hip open from dog pose. Scoop the right hip under. Lift the right armpit up. And then slide the left knee forward. Right knee down. Squeeze in front to back. Internally rotate the back leg just the way we did in our standing poses. And then bend up the back leg. And with the left hand, catch the right foot. And twist open to your left. One more breath in. Release with your exhalation. Down face dog. Plank pose. Chaturanga. Back bend. Back down to your belly and onto your back for Urdhva Dhanurasana, full wheel pose. If full wheel pose is not in your practice this morning, you can do bridge pose. I'll show you bridge pose, looks like this. So that's the alternative. Settle the hips down, step the feet in, and think about what you long for. Bring it back into your heart. Place the hands under the shoulders. Pull from elbows into armpits, down into the floor. Lift up your hips. If you're in bridge pose, you'll keep the hips up. If you're coming into Ardha Chandrasana, come onto the crown of your head and curl your head back. And then press the arms straight. I'm going to hold here for 10 breaths. If that's too long, come down when you need to. Count your own breath. When you're done your 10th breath, come to rest on your back. Your body settle. Roll over to your side and come up to sit. So we're going to do an inversion this morning. The invitation is for Shirshasana 2 into Parshva Bakasana. Second invitation is any inversion that you feel confident doing on your own, wherever you are. Third invitation is hips up on the block and legs to the sky. So 3 options. Choose the one that is best suited to you. The Parshva, Shirshasana 2 into Parshva Bakasana. So you're not sure what Shirshasana 2 into Parshva Bakasana is. Right, I was afraid of that. So I will show you the best that I can do. The forearms make a right angle like Chaturanga. Shirshasana 2. Parshva Bakasana is the arm balance we did. And then the head lifts up. And you don't fall over. Or you do. Give it a try if you want. Beautiful, Rachel. Hey, I like the headstand there, Ken. That's cool. That's good, Christina. Really work your shoulder blades up your back so the neck is getting extension. If you're doing Parshva Bakasana, make sure you do both sides. And wherever you are, begin to make your way down. Valerie, the thing is that you have to go really, really slowly. And use your abdominals to pull your knees in to get them over your arm. So all the work that we've done kind of serves that movement for next time. Come to Uttanasana, standing forward bend, please. Let the head dangle down. Reach the hands behind the back, lace together the fingers, stretch the arms overhead, and pull the shoulder blades up, away from the neck. Let the head release. And release the hands down to the earth, bend the knees again, come all the way down to sit. And we're going to sit in Baddha Konasana, soles of the feet together. If you have a blanket or a block, you can sit up on that, especially if the knees are above the hip crest. Take your hands to your right leg, roll the inner thigh in, pull the sit bone wide, and do the same on the left. Then holding the front of the ankles, lift your spine up, roll your shoulders back, and let your heart be revealed. We all have longings. I think sometimes we think of a longing as a weakness, but it can be a strength. So let it be a strength for you to effect change, to move you forward. So lean forward any amount, leading with your heart, leading with what you know is true and right for you. As you inhale next, bring yourself up. And take your left hand behind you for support. Right hand on your right thigh. And you're going to use the right hand not to push down, but to extend out. So kind of grab the thigh bone and extend it away from the pelvis. And then lean to your left, away from your right leg. A big opening in the hip joint. Sit yourself back up and take that same right hand now to the left knee and twist to the left. Just a gentle twist. We've done a lot of deep twists. Just a gentle twist. Inhale, untwist. Take the right hand behind you, left hand to your left thigh bone, and extend it out to the left. And lean to your right. Do you feel how that makes more space in the hip socket? Sometimes we need space in order to make change. We feel so constricted and confined by our longing. And so let space open up here in your body. Sit yourself up, take the left hand to the right knee or right thigh and twist to the right, sitting tall. Deep breath in and out. Inhaling, untwist, hold the front of the ankles again, and we'll bend forward just as far as you want to go. Start with a straight spine, leading with the heart, and then allow the spine to round evenly. Keep the shoulder blades on the back. Lots of room for your breath, for your collarbones, for your chest. Inhale, come back up, pull the knees together. Step the feet firmly, wide, and windshield wiper, left and right. From here, we'll move into preparation for Shavasana. As you're ready, come down to your back. But maybe take a happy baby pose, your knees into your chest. Take a moment for whatever your body needs to be able to fully let go and release into Shavasana. After one has worked hard, rest is necessary. And make yourself comfortable. Emily, you can always lie on your side if you're more comfortable that way. Externally rotate the upper arms, relax your feet. Close your eyes. Let your body release deeply. The very end of John Lewis's writing to us, just before his passing, he says, "So I say to you, walk with the wind, brothers and sisters, and let the spirit of peace and the power of everlasting love be your guide." Om Namah Shivaya Gurave Sachidananda Murtaye Nishprapanchaya Shantaya Niralaya Tejase. Om Namah Shivaya Gurave Sachidananda Murtaye Nishprapanchaya Shantaya Niralambaya tejase. Om Namah Shivaya Gurave Satchidananda Murtaye Nishprapanchaya Shantaya Niralambaya Tejase. Om. Begin to deepen your breath. Take a deep, long breath in. Breathe out slowly. Breathe in the strength that you need to breathe change out into your world. Begin to move fingers and toes. And stretch your arms overhead. Stretch your body however you wish to move and stretch. Bending your knees, curl onto your side. And make your way up to sit. And we'll sit for just a minute. And take a steady seat, lengthen your spine, lift through your heart, close your eyes. Turn your awareness inside to your longings. And perhaps consider one action step you could take. One small step. And place that small step right in your heart. And join your palms there. Bow your head. Each small step each one of us takes creates a ripple effect out into the world. Whether the ripple is seen by hundreds of thousands of people, as in the case of John Lewis, or it's seen by just a few, or only by yourself, it is equally valid, important, and necessary to honor your longings as a motivation for change. We'll chant one Om to close, lift the head, take a breath in. Om. Namaste. Thank you for your practice here this morning. I hope that you have a splendid day.